the 22nd century, sea levels have risen significantly due to global warming. Many coastal cities have been flooded and the climate has changed. Mankind faced a shrinking population. Technologically advanced countries began to actively use humanoid robotic mechs to fill the shortage of humans and fulfill various roles in society. In Madison, New Jersey, the Cybertronics Corporation created a prototype mech named David Child. This robot was capable of feeling love and affection for its caregivers. Henry Swinton and his wife Monica were given David to foster. Their own son Martin was in an induced coma due to a rare incurable disease. At first, Monica felt uncomfortable with a mechanical child. But over time she becomes attached to him and activates a special imprinting protocol. Once it is activated, David begins to think of Monica as his mother. David constantly seeks her love and affection. His only constant companion is Teddy, an old furry teddy bear left by Martin. Unexpectedly, scientists cure Martin of his illness. He returns home. There is tension in the house afterward. Martin is jealous of David, treating him with envy and misgiving. One day he incites David to cut a strand of hair off Monica's head. At night, David enters his parents' bedroom with scissors in hand. When Monica turns around, the blade accidentally scratches her eye. Henry assists her, and Teddy picks up the cut strand of hair and hides it. Later, during a pool party, one of Martin's friends decides to prank David by putting a knife to his face. This activates a self-defense program in David. The robot instinctively grabs Martin and both fall into the pool. The humans rescue Martin, but blame David for creating a dangerous situation. Afterward, Henry insists on getting rid of David. Monica agrees. They get in the car and head to Cybertronics to dispose of it. But on the way, Monica changes her mind. She lets David go into the woods, leaving him alone with Teddy. David gets scared and wanders among the abandoned and broken mechs discarded in the landfill. Remembering the tale of Pinocchio, he decides to find the Blue Fairy, who he believes can turn him into a real boy and win back Monica's love. David and Teddy find themselves captured by people organizing the Flesh Fair, a cruel show in which old and outdated furs are defiantly destroyed in front of the audience. David finds himself on the list of victims. As they prepare to destroy him, he begins to beg for mercy. The audience, amazed by his human behavior, rebels against the show organizers and frees him. David then meets Gigolo Joe, a robot prostitute who is framed for murder. David, Teddy, and Joe travel to the town of Rouge, a resort town overflowing with entertainment. Here they find the holographic counselor Dr. Knowledge. He shows David the way to flooded New York City, where Rockefeller Center is located. David believes he can find the Blue Fairy there. They arrive in the destroyed and flooded New York City in an amphibious flying machine. Here David meets Professor Hobby, his creator. Hobby explains that their meeting is proof that David is capable of love and purpose. He shows David a factory where robots identical to him are mass-produced, as well as modified versions such as female models of Darlene. David realizes that he is not unique. Shocked by this discovery, David attempts suicide by jumping from a skyscraper into the ocean. While underwater, he sees a figure resembling the Blue Fairy. It's actually a statue from an amusement park on Coney Island. Joe finds it and pulls it into the amphibious ship. However, Joe is soon attacked by the police, capturing him with an electromagnet. David and Teddy continue the journey alone. They reach the underwater ruins of an amusement park. Their ship gets stuck, pinned down by the wreckage of a giant Ferris wheel. David stops in front of a statue of the Blue Fairy and begins to repeatedly ask her to turn him into a real boy. Time passes, but nothing happens. David continues to appeal to the statue until his energy source is gradually depleted. 2,000 years pass. Humanity is gone. The ice sheet has swallowed up all of Manhattan. The only advanced forms of artificial intelligence left on the planet are the new mechs, who call themselves specialists. They find the remains of David and Teddy, preserve them, and restore David's functionality. The specialists are interested in studying humanity and use David as a rare specimen. They recreate the interior of the Swinton family home from David's memories. Using genetic material from a preserved strand of hair that Teddy picked up, they clone Monica. But the technology can only recreate her for one day. After that, she will disappear forever. David spends the whole day with the recreated Monica. They spend time as mother and son. In the evening, Monica falls asleep for good. Before she does, she tells David that she has always loved him. David lies down next to her, closes his eyes, and his mind goes blank.